as Graham leads the charge, striking in, giving everyone a better chance to smash it as he cuts tentacles and heads and
You
mouths
basically
and eyes.
you basically like smash through his defenses to create openings for others.
Okay, Hirando.
Alright, let's do a thing or two about a thing or two.
Show us the power of the silvers.
Yeah, that fits.
Shitty rolls, some damage, well, I mean, sure. So that would be for 61?
Does Hirandor have like a battle cry?
He lets out a what would have sounded like a pretty badass roar if he wasn't decayed and
I mean, you know.
like rotted. So it doesn't sound great, but there is some strength behind his roar there.
You know, is it yeah. Okay, so just is more war. I was like, does it have worse?
Yeah, no,
like,
it's
honor
more of
and
like,
duty. Or like
no, it's more of a like a bestial shout in a sense.
They're still typing in the background, and it's driving me nuts.
I don't know, Doc.
I'll try to stop it.
Just okay. Right, that definitely hits. And the thing has probably seen better days, as most of the parts are sort of separated and just lying still. The main core having shrunk down significantly.
Damn, I don't think I have anything to just tip it over the edge either. Damn. Alright. Onwards, I guess.
It'll get it done then. It'll...
I'll just remind something. Just... yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That would apply to its attack. Well, it'll push you forward into the next area, down here. Not into it. It doesn't do that. It eats people. It doesn't engulf them. It's not...
hello. Did my internet die?
On 18 and a 16. Maybe? I don't know. Those are both misses, meaning you take 20 acid damage each.
Alright. Burning up. The hit points, right?
The escalation die will go to 2. Talia.
Cast it back.
As Anakin's getting left behind, Talia flees back more. Kind of turning towards the just lumbering beast of a creature. Let me just double check what spells I have available for this. That's AoE, that's AoE, that's that. These are all AoE ones here. Right. How many of those do I have prepared? I have 2 of those prepared. How much damage does it do? Second, sorry. As Talia is going to go ahead, I think, pointing forth her wand towards this gibbering mouther, is going to activate her wand to convert the damage from this into holy damage, which also grants her a +1 to actual damage overall. And she's going to cast Fireball on this thing.
Okay.
Using her wizardly arcane training. Escalation dice is what, 2? Or 3?
Yes. 2.
2.
You have a +1 too, remember?
Okay, an additional +1 to hit. Make that 2, and then I have that. Okay. That should not be MD. That's okay. That's just named wrong. That's fireball, and that's against PD.
Okay.
I've never used a fireball macro before, so mistakes apparently.
One last time, shrieking fills the hallways, together with the sizzling of burnt flesh.
Well, since it was radiant damage, it's actually holy damage here over here.
It still has the same effect.
Fair enough. It melts away.
It is, well, certainly disabled. The bits of which some of them are still crawling around, but they don't pose a danger to you anymore. Combat is over.
Reaches out, the shield dissipating as the energy instead flows into the mangled bones that reform the Edaling.
And Talia Talia weapons.
Actually, that's assuming a bit much. So, I don't know that we're gonna take a rest here. So, or like a short rest anyway.
Yeah, do we get a short rest? That's a good question. I suppose.
You can take a short rest.
All right.
Then I can do it.
Okay. Also, Talia's got stuff hitting the ground. The energy's flowing through Graham, unfortunately ending.
Here we have a recharge roll for zombie form. Yep, I
Yes.
get it back.
And this is
Does Hirandor want it to continue on him? That makes sense, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
We just reinforce
so.
the power of it, so you can reset your temporary hit points to 50 again.
Yeah. I mean,
And
this place is just going to get worse,
I
right?
think you can only do that. Does it? Can you remind me? When I've used the recharge power, then recharge it and use it again. Does it
You-
still do?
Yes,
Can
you get
I-
another recharge.
Okay, then I'll just keep it there. All right.
okay. The first time I've used
So
my
you
wand.
fail one.
First time I used my wand's power in a 6+, and it failed. Whee!
And the blast
Oh,
is
well.
gone as well. All right. All right.
Sure, that
was
should actually
not
extra
that
+1 damage,
taxing
not
of a
viable.
battle, so.
Oh well.
As he will step forward, looking into the mess behind it.
Bye, escalation die.
No.
I'll miss you.
Flew past.
Whee!
Enrikin
Hmm.
would see
Yeah.
this.
These steps. The power.
Path is broken.
Once again, small islands of path floating, bobbing slightly. This would be slightly more difficult to cross.
Well, Talia does have an idea here. If you have, if it's possible to help push one of us across, I could cause one of us to levitate off the ground.
Are these things floating? Can we like push them around?
Well, trying that, you do feel some resistance. They do float a little bit, but then slow down and return to their positions.
All right.
If we take it very carefully, is it possible to get like? I mean, you will take like a large step over here, and then like one over here, and like basically move very slowly and deliberately over this.
Well, could we lay down Hirandor on top of them and
Uh-huh.
then use him as a bridge?
Yes.
Because he's big enough that we can
That's
all
where
sit
he
on him.
draws the line, alright.
Yes.
That's where he draws the line.
Would,
Nope.
would you rather have us fall
He's not
going to
be a fucking carpet.
Come on,
that
Hirandor.
bridge? I mean, we could sit on his back too. while he
You're
goes
a
over.
bridge over dark waters, my friend.
He's not going
Light
to be
in the
a fucking
darkness.
carpet, alright?
Well, if we climb on you and you walk over, it will be no problem for you.
That's for bears that get
It's
killed
much
and
easier.
skinned,
It's
alright?
much easier for
Not
you
for a
to.
bag.
It's
Yeah.
much easier for you to go because you're so big, so you can step on multiple at one time. You don't have to jump.
You have 4 legs. You can like you're so steady.
It's your dragon power.
And you guys should be dragons, clearly.
No, I mean, we avail ourselves
what?
of your magnificence.
Mm.
It's not our fault we were born as one.
You have splendor, right?
It's
What is,
true.
what is more splendorous than
It's like
helping
really great way to do it.
your weaker friends overcome their shortcomings? You know.
I mean, we are in a dimension that's not supposed to be. Like, I think if you can
will,
easily cross the thing, then bringing us across seems like a nice thing to do.
I will settle for carrying you across.
All right.
I will not lay down and let you walk across me. That is for bears killed and skinned and laid on a ground.
Would you feel it might be perhaps the best that I make it so he cannot simply fall in case?
I mean,
Suppose.
is there a pebble around, Sheep?
There are a couple pebbles here and there.
If Anakin picks up a pebble or like a piece of the tentacle or something that we just killed and like throws it here, does it like fall and like disappears into nothingness, or like what happens to it?
Well, initially it very much looks like, well, what would happen if you dropped something in a real place, but as soon as it as soon as it falls some distance down, it just keeps going straight and does not seem to slow down,
Okay.
quickly disappearing from view.
So don't fall off, basically.
If Hirondor will be carrying some of us, then...
Could you also give me a perception check, Jonas?
Sure.
Oh, just Jonas.
It's like eaten by something massive down there. It's like, the floor is a mouther.
It's like that. Yeah, it's like that worm from Star Wars in the asteroid down there. Oh, no, we're in one, aren't we? Oh God.
Please,
Alright.
please don't give me any nightmarish thoughts. This is not what we need to know.
We're
Get
inside a
used to it.
space whale.
You're in one.
Space whale.
Yeah, let me double check.
Anyway, I mean,
How about
if it's
sending-
too difficult for Hirondor to do, I guess we could check the other door first. The other path
How
first.
about we send the Edling across to check that they are stable?
Okay, I mean, he can probably do that, but he's not really that skillful. Sure, I mean, I suppose
he's a lot more
Ram will
expensive.
ask the Edeling to move, like, carefully across.
Okay, roll me a dexterity balancing
He
check.
doesn't have stats.
Or roll me a d20.
Come on, nat 20. Oh,
He does make it with some difficulty. Not the entire way across, but basically halfway to like sort of here. It does seem that whenever he jumps onto one of these islands, they wobble quite a bit, moving around, until eventually slowing down and slowly moving back, making it very, very awkward to jump across.
Sure. We'll look to,
So, are we correct in our assumption that Hirondor, with his size, would have much easier and wouldn't need to jump
Yeah,
really?
could I just
would be
step
like
onto
marbles
them?
for him.
He might have it a bit easier, but he's also a lot heavier.
I'm beginning to like Talia's idea of basically just hovering Hirondor with us on top of him, and then just kind of he can sort of just
Gliding
crawl across
over.
them.
Yeah, because basically the idea is if he's under levitate, like he can't, like levitate doesn't let him move by himself, but he could use the things below to push him forward, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
We
I
can
could
use
just
this-
we could just like float here.
I
and
can
then
use
just push
my staff, so we can have like a canoe, basically.
Yeah, I
And
can use my staff as well. We
Yeah.
just we just row Hirondor.
and it becomes a floating barge.
At
Space
least,
barge.
at least you're
We
not a
should
carpet.
check the other way first, though, because that might make it difficult to go back.
Yeah, totally
That's
agree.
true. I only have one levitate spell, so
Alright.
because I used the other slot on trying to make Aramis, have a body temporarily.
I suppose then Edeling will turn to dust, only to a moment later reform.
That is the most
Close to
useful ability.
To summon-
Elixon says, "He is always with me. He cannot abandon me for long.
The most loyal of servants, I see.
In death as in life."
Talia seemed to consider this actually.
To the east here, once again, 3 iron-barred gates. There are 3 signs scattered around, wooden signs nailed to the wall that look severely out of place. There's one right here, one to the south here, and one lying on the floor. They are
Mine.
written in a language that all of you can really easily understand, as it is the common tongue for the continent, as it were. The top one says uncursed.
Yeah.
The bottom one says cursed. And the one to the east, lying on the floor, says cottage.
Hirondor looks to everyone else and just frowns.
I mean, you obviously open the cursed one, right?
What's behind the iron gates?
Yeah, can we see behind them?
Yes, give me a second.
Okay.
Sort of like this.
Treasuries. Huh.
Hmm.
Perhaps cottage is the best option.
Just like a wooden cottage. Why would you ever pick that? Well, that sign's on the floor, so
Fell off the cottage.
Cottage
see, the weird
full
thing
of
is that
lizards.
the signs were probably not put here by whoever. Like, who would put them there, right? We
Maybe
assume
you're-
that only Erasmus has been here.
I guess.
So would he stick? Why would he use signs if he's been here himself? He only put signs up
Maybe-
for other people.
Maybe he's
Right.
forgetful. He's like, I don't remember.
Let's think about the other place too. Do you think Erasmus hops about on Like on the big,
No.
on the floaty.
I
Just
imagine
teleport.
I imagine he either teleports with flying spells or something on these lines.
Well, so there's nothing between these, after these basically, or in the middle.
Oh, sorry, I forgot the middle. The middle seems to be a longer hallway.
Oh,
Going to
okay.
the cottage, presumably.
I actually like the other two. So like the other two seem like cursed, uncursed. Okay.
Yeah,
Cottage
it
just
could be
seems
bluff.
odd, which is either reverse psychology making us want to go down it, or it's the right way to go.
Yeah, it could be a bluff or a double bluff.
I mean, I'd probably go with cursed, right? That seems like the category that I don't know. I identify most with that.
You yes, identify most with this dark destiny. Soul. That's
I knew it.
We have to consider that this is maybe made by Erasmus or whatever force he came into contact with. So,
Mhm.
but again, Anrican, Graham will follow Anrican, protect him really, because Anrican's
know.
got to be instrumental. This whole endeavor.
Are they locked?
Well, from a distance, they're closed.
I mean,
But is it like a huge padlock or something on them?
No.
if they're locked, I have a spell to unlock them. So
There's a mouth on them.
Insert hand.
like that's always the thing. Like if we ever run across locked doors or anything,
Worst
I
kind
can
of
unlock
luck.
them.
Well,
Yeah.
do they have hinges or anything visible that would suggest that they are openable?
They look approximately exactly the way, the gate in the jail looked like. Few iron bars, some of which seem to form a door that can be pushed open.
Okay.
They also look as if they were installed, well, not recently, but they certainly don't fit to the architecture.
Is there anything magical about them in particular?
Give me a magical skill check.
Okay, give me some magical skill check.
Out of character. When you were escaping the dungeon or the jail, did you encounter 3 gates like this?
We blew a hole in the wall. So no.
Okay.
Why?
I just hate it.
Think this is the architect's jail?
Sheep said about the jail, and it's like, well, like they look like bars from the jail, and I thought, well, maybe it resembles that.
Well, we could open all 3.
Let's go to
Or
the
blast a
cottage.
hole in the door.
Talia does think that there's some magic involved in these. While they are standard iron, rusted a bit, quite significantly even, there does seem to be some sort of spell reinforcing them and keeping them locked. Except not locked from everyone, but just specific things, perhaps.
Can she
Anything
identify-
else should be able to open them, no problem.
Can she tell what it's locked against? Is it locked against, say, gibbering mess, or?
No, she can't tell.
Well, the easiest way is to try to open them. I
That is, I
suppose.
suppose, true. And if that's not the case, I try to magically unlock them. So, which way first?
Cottage.
All right.
Hirondor, open the cottage.
Can't the Edeling do it?
Says I'll do it.
All right.
I'm not gonna send a man to do what I don't dare.
See,
Does he see more
see-
as he walks over here, by the way? Like,
Sure.
see, Graham
like a
is Graham is
plant or-
Graham is smarter than our, or is braver than our dragon.
Around all frowns.
Hirando charges the door.
See, turn in the hallway.
Your dragon is much more alive.
And you also see,
and is this here like iron grates too? Can I see
yes,
for that?
to the
Whoa,
north,
oh.
you see a statue. Well, more than that, really. Even from a distance, it's quite obvious that this is not a decorative thing. Although currently it
Yes,
seems to
something.
just stand there, really.
Key Rex.
Hello. What are you?
Has Graham's seen that sort of thing before?
He has perhaps seen similar things. These constructs, there are quite a few of those in Grand Castle. Smaller ones and usually made out of iron in the peacekeeping department. But there are also bigger variants, and this is probably one of them.
Grand Castle. Or dismisses that as
You
unimportant.
know, Talia spent time in Grand Castle, so she's definitely fascinated looking at this. Like, ooh.
I'm gonna go open this door.
Right, it swings open, no problem.
Right.
Can the dragon get through is the question.
Yes, it's just big enough.
I was more thinking, like, is the door going to slam shut on here and door?
Just like electrifies him. Okay, go through. It's fine. It's a cottage path, so.
Anrican. After you.
I guess I'm in front now, so we're doing this.
Well, I mean, you took the lead. Wow.
Yeah, me and Anarcha can engage in theoretical magical debates as we're walking.
I don't
You
want
want
to
to
be
do a
cursed.
check on that golem, by the way, before we continue far along?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sounded like you want to do a check on that.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Is he active? There we go.
Like, that's like kind of like how I just want to kind of check out the golem.
Okay.
What can she tell about it? What would she know about it?
Well, give me a golem-related skill check.
Well, as a Mr. First scholar, Talia has spent much time studying both the arcane and divine magics throughout her studies in the Free Cities, but also, of course, during her time she has spent in and around Grand Castle. She has certainly seen these. She's certainly probably seen similar things, as you said yourself before, and probably studied them as a result.
Yeah, sure. Well, Talia, to the question, is it active, would answer probably. It's sort of hard to tell, but these constructs usually stand there in a sort of hibernation state until they are activated by whatever condition they are set. Usually it's when someone attacks them through like physical means. But more often than not, it also is if someone, say, opens the wrong door or steps in front of them or gets into their sight.
If there's an intruder, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Well, could be friendly, I suppose.
Talia doubts that. Have you ever considered
Miranda will be brave
Have you
about
ever-
this.
Have you ever considered trying to build similar things yourself, Anarcha?
Anrican looks at her and says, "Perhaps I have summoned similar creatures. Although building one that endures is certainly an interesting challenge."
It certainly would be. It's one I've considered multiple times. Perhaps we should try working together on such in a future expedition.
He nods. Yes, perhaps. The amount of flesh needed would be prodigious.
There are more materials than flesh, you know.
What is there is much around. I've never seen flesh being a limiting factor on creativity.
Indeed.
To the
Talia's
north,
a little lost
see-
for words at that one again.
She's like, oh, these people.
To the north, you see a gate with, well, stone pillars and iron doors that are very much open. On the right pillar, in runic writing, or really just in fancy writing, are the words "Gate of Life."
I don't particularly like that.
It's a
And on the
pompous name
left?
for a cottage.
Is there anything on the left one?
No, that's just a pillar.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you know, Gate of Life isn't a bad thing for Miranda.
not particularly.
Talia does not seem phased in the slightest. She has no problem with
Technically,
this.
we are only sort of dead, so.
Right.
True.
As Hirondo steps through the gate, the pillars light up with purple energies, which, well, they shoot at Hirondo.
Oh, what?
I mean, you are in zombie.
Life-sacrificing gate.
You are in
As-
zombie form.
As he will take, this is wrong. What's that?
Billion damage.
1 billion damage.
Raw disintegration. I mean, you have to remember this was probably made by an evil necromancer, so...
She will take 27 holy damage.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, it's targeting because he's in undead form.
Sure. Does it? It doesn't stop my advance.
No, but it
Okay.
continues sizzling.
Oh. All right. Ow.
Kalia's going to wander towards it. Give them a
I
quick.
reckon
give
it
them a
may
quick
want
look.
something.
These are what she's think. These are doing what she thinks they're doing, right? Targeting undead. That's what she's checking at least.
well,
Well, how does she check?
You're reaching out of her magical knowledge to scan over the runes, and try and work out exactly how they've been made. If you can.
Give me another skill check then.
I reckon we'll do
Sure.
the same. He has seen a few runes in his time.
Well, Talia would think that the thing certainly didn't like Hirandor, and it certainly continues to dislike Hirandor as it's still sort of sizzling towards this direction.
Was it Anakin?
Doing very similar things towards Enriken's position currently.
What? I count as alive if it benefits me. That's actually true.
That's the wording.
These things seem to disagree though in that regard.
Anakin looks at them and says, I do not believe I can pass through here unharmed.
I didn't.
Fine to me.
And
He shrugs.
Are you
Had
not
worse.
wanting? Are you not wanting to explore this location?
I suppose
Can
we
they
can
be-
take care of the southern path, while
Can
the other
they
two...
be deactivated somehow?
Well, Talia can't think of a way, but perhaps Enriken can.
Maybe. I'll roll a 31.
Oh yeah, you did. With a 31, well, there's two possibilities. The easiest one would be probably to just destroy them. However, that would probably attract attention, which of course wouldn't really matter if there's nothing that could respond to that attention. The other option would be slightly more time-consuming, which would be a proper deactivation ritual of sorts.
I don't think we should split the party.
It'll be fine.
Nope.
What's the worst that could be in here?
Um,
Come on, you've got recoveries, right?
Did really anything. I mean,
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I
Come
mean,
on.
Graham can destroy this. This is just a pillar of stone. Just hit it. Die.
sure, we can destroy them, I suppose. Anakin will blast them with unholy energy. We can do that.
I'll just smack it.
Enriken would think that they might explode though.
Like,
Oh,
is it
okay,
like
probably
what's
stand back a
here?
little bit.
What's here?
Let's
Is there
go
like a
back
door
and
here?
then shoot it with unholy energy.
What's here?
Nothing.
Okay, because
just
you
for the
know,
war.
Charlie just wants to. Oh, more.
Oh, there's
Gate
more.
of- more life. Like,
The reason why is because Charlie wants to move away from the gates, so they're going to stop blasting it.
yeah.
Okay. What's with these pillars? Because if it's gates of life the whole way, then
Oh, the inscription on this says Gate of Death.
Oh,
Well, you could start
sounds
on
a
that
lot
one, man.
better for
You
us.
start hacking on that one, and we'll start over here.
Let's ruin all
Uh,
of this. What are these things good for anyway?
here and door, are you ready?
Key to apostle later. It's always that way.
Did you destroy the gates? You fool! You have released doom upon us all.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah, you guys can destroy that.
Yeah, Anakin will start shooting it with energies to destroy it. I have
Yes,
unlimited
non-core
uses of
characters.
my enchant of endings and can.
Let's hope this isn't like some sort of important thing in the multiverse.
You know.
You know, life
They
can only
should've-
flow as long as the gate is open. you know?
They should have put up a sign in that case. You know?
Meanwhile,
Cottage isn't really that helpful.
Important. Do not destroy. That's
meanwhile, for here and door, guess what?
what.
Suddenly you'll see a javelin of faith fire behind him.
Yeah.
Gonna explode it on him. Yeah.
Yeah, don't explode it on me. I mean, shit.
Move out the way.
Alright, the pillars are quite sturdy, but that doesn't stop you from just blasting through them. With loud cracking and sizzling, they eventually just break down in another, well, crash of sound and energies that bounces around the hallway, which is promptly answered by shrieks, or at least high-pitched growls, coming from the north, it appears. As very shortly after you do what you just did, a few, creatures appear to be just wisping inside here. Two of them seem to just be balls of energy, whereas the others seem to be just eyes with tentacles floating and glowing menacingly as the eyes fixate towards you. Initiative.
Well, great.
So are both sets of pillars gone? Or?
Yes, both are gone.
Right.
Fuck yeah, 18. Oh.
God, what's wrong with this? Come on, Graham. You have like a plus 11 or something, and then roll twice and take. Oh well.
Let's do this. Like so. Be good enough. Where's my escalation die? There it is. Alright. This creature gets to go first, as it'll move forward. And then basically wiggle around with its tentacles, which has the effect that it suddenly gets very, very difficult to look at for a moment, as if it's distorting the entire area around it, like looking through a lens. The same effect happens right between Talia and Hirondor, as it will target both of you with a warp pulse. Talia first, and then Hirondor. That is a critical against Talia. You are confused while you take the 10 ongoing psychic damage. Hirondor only takes 10 ongoing psychic damage.
Let's see. And damn it targets the one defense I can't force a reroll against yet.
Oh, confusion's the worst.
Okay, so I am confused, you say?
Yes, you take 20 ongoing psychic damage. Well, 20 because of a crit. And while you take that damage, you are confused. If that damage is gone, the confusion is also gone. As the space around you gets even more incomprehensible than it was before. Oh, Hirondor gets to act next.
Alright. We'll bound up to it. Yeah, fuck it. And then he will clamp down on it with his might and miss probably. My god, that too. Alright. And then as his quick action, we'll target the guys further ahead. Ooh. Only one of them, so this dude. With 42 cold damage.
It is instantly staggered. Okay, Enrican.
Fantastic.
Very, very far away.
Yes, sadly. Well, I'll move up here. Do we hear more shrieks and stuff coming?
Not currently.
Well, maybe I did blow a lot of resources on the previous fight. What do you guys think? The will-o-wisps, they were dangerous, I seem to recall.
Yeah, but they're also very far away. Well, the other thing is far away. Do we have an at-will that can target that?
No. I would summon something, I think.
A little something could be useful.
A little something. Do you have any summonings left?
Nope. Well, let's check again. I have the summon undead 3rd level.
Okay.
So Make like zombies,
Sure, that's just something, you know, to throw out there.
putrid zombies. Not really that useful.
Sure. Anakin will summon undead next to Talia, basically. As he will... 3 starving ghouls materialize somehow. Let's see here. And they act immediately and will rush forward, charging this thing, trying to destroy and eat it.
Delicious squid.
Delicious star. 1, 2, 3.
That's 2 hits.
Alright.
Natural 16s?
There is a natural 16, yep, 2 of them in fact. No, 1 of them.
6
It's
by
also
undead. Okay.
vulnerable.
So they
And-
are not vulnerable, yeah.
Well, if they hit after that, they also do +5 damage against vulnerable targets.
It's true. So the second one will be a 12 damage.
So that's a total of 19 damage. And alright, that's a bond. They rip into this thing. It tries to dodge, but it's not very good at that.
That's Anakin.
Okay.
Reason to scream.
As this staggered one over here. Can it do that? No. Well, it'll sort of float over here and do its mind-twisting attack against Hirando, and then as many ghouls as it can hit. Which will be 1 ghoul. First against Hirando, and then against the ghoul. The ghoul takes 10 ongoing and is dazed. Hirando takes 10 ongoing. Talia is confused.
Talia is confused. Right. Can you remind me what the definition of confused is, Sheep? Exactly.
Yes, I can. Your next action will be a basic or at-will attack against at least one of your nearby allies.
Okay. Okay. The reason
Determined
why
randomly.
is it determined randomly?
It says so.
The
Okay.
target is usually determined randomly. Yes.
Okay. Then tell me who I'm targeting, Sheep.
Okay, well, there's 2 possible targets, so you're targeting Enrican.
I mean, technically the ghouls are allies, right? But
Yeah, technically. And they're nearby.
Alright. Usually I'd say you go for the nearest target rather than randomly, and if that isn't clear, you go for random. But we can go for random in this case, which would be a d5. That would be a ghoul.
okay then.
This ghoul.
Well, a basic. It just has to be a basic or an at-will attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me have a look what I have prepared.
Pebble throw.
No, but I do. No, but I do have something close to Pebble Throw.
Flash.
Something I've never used before, but it's actually kind of useful in this situation, Malachi. As Talia reaches for, not entirely sure what's going on, holding back her power, magic missile.
Alright.
It's a basic
You'll
right
take
wheel
6
attack.
force damage.
If I use anything else, I'm going to destroy the ghouls.
Yeah.
And now I'll take 10 ongoing psychic damage. Or 20, actually, because it's round 1. Because I got critted.
21st and 10. Alright,
And
Graham.
save.
And then I need to save.
Alright.
Yes.
Well, Graham will move up. And
Oh, wait. Oh, magic missile, you're so nice.
what do I do now even? Like, there's not even room for me up there. I guess I can take out his bow and then just shoot at the Hungry Star one. Guess that's something I could do. What is my bonus with my bow even? Dexterity. Which would be a lot less than normal. There we go. No escalation die. So, well, that's a fairly good hit.
That hits.
Oh, that should be plus 1d8 actually. I haven't updated it.
1d8 plus another 7. It is staggered.
Alright. Grim doesn't use the bow often.
Okay, well, these will-o-wisps will want to wisp past Irundor. Actually, they can't, can they? Well, this one will wisp over here and shock Irundor with a discharge of lightning. 24 versus PD.
Yep.
As this other one will do the same thing. 29. The escalation die will go to 1. As this hungry star feels thoroughly surrounded, it'll do what it did before. It'll try to target Hirundor and then as many ghouls as it can, which will be another ghoul. This will be against Hirundor. And this will be against this ghoul, who is thoroughly screwed and also confused.
You'll take 30
Oh, cool.
ongoing and be confused. Yeah.
It's only for the first round 30 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill him.
All right. Yeah. So that's 30 for me. Which means I will definitely use my quick rally.
Okay, also make sure to put your ongoing and such into your token's label.
Sure. I'll do that in a sec. Right, and I guess I'll try and hit this thing that's hitting me with the ongoing damage. Hungry Star.
Yep, that hits and destroys it. As the lifeless flesh just hits the floor with a squelch, like a wet sponge.
Then as he kills that hungry star, he turns around and lashes out at the south will-o-wisp, I guess, and rolls a 2.
That is a miss.
Well, okay.
Miss for 6. Alright, Enrican.
Oh, and
Well,
save ends damage? Oh, that's actually...
moves
damage
up
is
here.
gone now.
And does a shunt of endings targeting the creature with the lowest HP. Whatever that is.
Nearby,
Wait.
right?
The nearby,
What do you
yes.
mean? What do you mean, Halldamir? The damage is gone. You haven't saved yet.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
Yeah. You take the damage one last time and then it's gone.
Okay.
That is against who?
The
Yes.
closest with the lowest HP.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay. Then the ghouls will charge this guy. And that one is destroyed.
That one's
That
He's
one's confused.
Yeah, so he's going to attack a friend first.
Doesn't he
He
take
takes
the
damage. He
when
takes
does he
damage
take
at
the
the end of his
damage?
End of
At
turn.
the end of the turn, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
So he gets to try to bite Hirando first.
Yoink. Nope.
Nope.
And
Then
then
he
go
just
for the
improves.
start. I'll give them the escalation die. Why not? I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action. So +1 on
Okay.
that. That's a 27 and another 27. So the first one hits, makes him vulnerable, and the other one hits with the vulnerability damage was 12, so 19 damage in total on the Hungry Star 2.
19 and it's double vulnerable.
I need to get me some of those ghouls. Yeah.
They're really
Much
good.
better than the zombies.
These hot level 5 ghouls.
Oh, no.
Alright. This guy gets checked then. Well, it'll try to hover away from the ghouls. And succeeds.
Unfortunate.
And it'll fly over here and
Stab
attack
it, Randall.
Yeah,
Anakin
can I
and
try and
Talia.
intercept that? Let's try and intercept that.
well, if you get your skillful intercept, then yes, maybe.
Yeah, so let's see. Yes.
Alright,
So
then you intercept it.
I'm meant to pop free from these guys, but yeah.
Okay, you sort of do it like this then.
Yeah.
Thing is disappointed, but it can still hit Enrican and Talia.
Does that
Stay
provoke? Is it using a range attack in melee?
Does
No, it does not provoke.
Oh, well, this should still count.
Yes, definitely. So let's see. That's Enrican and Talia. First Enrican, and then Talia. These are both
be
with a
-2.
-2, so 21 and 23. Exact defense.
Yeah, it exactly hits our defenses.
All right.
Fucking Christ. I tried, guys. I
10
tried.
ongoing psychic damage each.
Yep.
That's not that bad as long as it doesn't hit those. As long as you don't get
Say
confused,
that,
it's okay.
Say that, but that's like 15% of my health gone automatically every time.
Oh,
It really is just like less than a 7th.
I'm sure we'll have a minute for you to catch your breath after this, though. So should be okay.
Talia.
Well,
There's those will-o-wisps right there.
there's will-o-wisps there.
I'll take it.
Would you say, like, how much would you say the things ahead of us, actually, like, so if I was to stand, like, over here, I'm back on grid now, would you say that would be 3 nearby enemies in a line?
Yes, definitely.
Herondor, move to the side! As
As he like
Talia...
squishes himself against the wall.
as Talia will begin to recite from her arcane trainings, a spell she has not used before. She's doing it twice today. What's the escalation dice?
It's 1.
1. Okay. And she is going to launch a lightning bolt.
As Hirando presses himself against the wall, he might notice the wall giving in a bit, like a trampoline.
Ah.
That targets. Okay, that can
Useful.
target all of them. Well, that's the first attack which will guess against the closest one, which will be the Wisp 2. And then I'll roll
Wisp
the attacks.
2?
Then I'll roll the attacks against the other ones.
Okay. Wisp 2 is staggered. An
Then
attack.
the other Wisp,
That is a miss.
and then the thing at the back.
That kills it.
That's a force salvo though.
It's because I forgot to rename it as well. It's like it's the right macro, wrong
Alright.
things. Yeah.
Talia
Because
only
you
has 4
remember you do
servos.
half when you
Yeah.
miss. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. It should be doing half damage when that's actually
Half
correct.
damage on a miss, okay.
That's the lightning bolt.
Apparently I did not set these up right because I've never used them before.
Alright.
I'm correcting it now. So I'll mute my mic so I don't hear typing.
Okay. Graham.
Alright, well. So I got the bow, but he knows what he's supposed to do, so he'll go here. And let's point blank shoot that will-o-wisp there. Let's see. We can kill it with that. I have now plus 10, so.
That's a miss.
Well, it doesn't deal any miss damage. So that's that. Statue
Adeline?
goes away. No, he's also, well, I suppose he could engage, but there's no point. I'll just have him here to intercept instead.
Okay. This will-o-wisp is on its last legs and will try to escape. Do you intercept?
Yeah, I'll intercept it.
Okay. You intercept. It'll attack Hirando then. A 2. Just a miss.
Yeah, no.
The other one feels like there's tastier targets in the back. Like Talia. It very much likes the idea of Talia currently.
Yeah, no, we'll engage. Edling, we'll engage you.
Alright, it'll try to zap the Edeling then. 19. That's a miss. Escalation die goes to 2.
Funny thing is, unlikely to hit because I have loads of spells versus PB.
Right, okay. First off, actually no, it's after, but yeah, I'll bite at this will-o-wisp.
Yes, it's dead. It was on 1 hit point.
Alright, sadly my cleave doesn't have that cool thing yet. So I guess I'll just come down and say hello to everybody. And then I've already saved for the ongoing damage, but I'll take it anyway. And I'll use my tough as iron again to get a second in battle recovery.
Break that little thing. Kill it.
And there you go.
One thing worth noting, Halldamir, for the future: each application of ongoing damage needs a separate save.
Oh, Christ.
It
okay.
doesn't stack up for the next
Alright.
time.
Sure.
Enrican.
Well, I would like to death knell that thing, so maybe we should be. Has it been hurt at all? I don't think so.
Yes, it has.
It has. Okay. He will delay until after the ghouls.
I don't think you can do that. They
Yeah, you
always
can't
act
do
after
that
you.
with your minions. Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, the idea is you have to give them orders for what to do. So
I'll delay until after Talia.
Okay, Talia.
Well, in that case, sure, that's fine. Talia is going to go ahead then, and seeing that the Will-O-Wisp there, is going to go ahead and cast Spirits of the Righteous on it.
completely wrecking it.
It's something. It's something she does.
28. Yeah,
What?
it just obliterated
Oh well.
It's my once per battle. I get to use it.
searing holy fire.
You heard what I said, right? That you need to weaken it so I can harvest it. You blew it apart.
She
This
looks
is-
at you, gives you like,
Combat is over.
Wizards.
Yeah.
He mumbles to himself.
Now, that was technically clerical powers.
Clerics. I bet you're half elf as well.
No, I'm distinctly human.
is that something about my mother?
Your mother was a whore.
I never met my mother.
American.
I heard she was the toast of the town.
Worst drama. Anyway,
I personally rather you do not speak ill of who are likely
one.
dead.
Jesus.
That hasn't stopped people to speak ill about me.
You are
the
still
opposite, really.
you are still walking around shooting things with dark energy.
Well, I don't see that makes a difference.
Because you are no longer in an afterlife.
It's technically an afterlife.
You know,
Expected, not what they told me it would be
I
like, but
have not seen an afterlife. I remains agnostic about it.
anyway, let's see if we can
Right.
find this vault. Unless this is the vault, and we just haven't found the treasure.
Mm.
Maybe the experience is the treasure.
Maybe.
And sure.
Well, looking out here, Hirondo can see a dirt pathway suspended in nothingness, weaving its way around the void.
That seems
Cool.
perfectly safe.
That's trustworthy.
He puts a tentative paw on the dirt.
It
Or
seems
claw.
to hold, even though it
Shouldn't.
what's the word? It gives in a slight bit, but it does seem to hold.
Mm. Okay. Puts down a second tentative foot, followed by a third, and maybe a fourth, if the third is alright.
So it does seem alright.
Alright, tentative fourth.
Some of the dust does apparently fall off whatever invisible structure this is made up from and vanishes into the void.
Mm.
Take a look up north there to see where it actually goes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Weird curly
he'll-
path. There's-
He'll follow the path as it goes. Like, sees if he can see anything. Oh,
Very inefficient path.
Hmm.
yeah.
Good thing we didn't have to fight the eye things in here.
Well,
Give me a perception check.
Say that.
okay. I guess I don't know how I could at all justify any of my backgrounds. To be honest.
Just base
I'm-
wisdom then.
We're
Yeah.
used to seeing things in the immaterial realm.
Nope.
There are many sounds drifting through the void, but at least none of them seem to be coming closer at the very moment.
Are they tangible?
The sounds are somewhere in between just ambient noise and coming from somewhere specific. As if there was an echo, but there's really no world, so it's sort of hard to grasp.
What kind of sound? Like distant voices, or crackling of fire, or what?
Sort of like similar to an arrow whizzing past your ear, maybe. Like high-pitched noises of wind, things flying. The occasional squeal and shriek as well.
He'll look back to everyone.
And an air horn, apparently.
Yeah, background. I don't know. He'll look back to the group and say, "It's holding me. Do we go this way or check the other possibilities?"
Karen looks back at the destroyed gates and say, if we went back now, we would have discovered nothing.
He looks down at the footpath, looks to the north, and goes, "Oh, alright." Starts slowly, every kind of step being exploratory. Follows the path, I guess.
Okay. No, give me a d20.
Ugh.
Okay. Give me another d20.
It's one of those comments, instant death traps.
Getting better.
The path does still hold, and the dirt and sand on it very much feels like dirt and sand, even if it feels like it's laying on jelly.
I notice how no one but Talia is coming.
I mean, you're making such good progress, right?
I'm at the end here. I'll go when the others have
No, give me a d20, all of you.
just a second.
Ruh-roh.
Alright, take it.
Ruh-roh.
And
Bye,
guys,
Herondor.
Well, stepping to the beginning of the path, Graham does think that those piercing squeals are coming closer. And they very much seem like they would come from a very similar creature, like what you just fought.
right, he'll say, more on the way.
Great.
Run for the bridge.
Run, you fools!
I think that's the idea, right? Just
Move quickly here.
let's not be on the bridge when they get here.
Yep.
So.
Move here.
But like,
Move.
we're not like running. He's still being somewhat careful. Like, when you're walking across ice that has been good for a while, but you're still not 100% sure.
Pick up that tail and run.
Right, stop. Let me first of all reveal what you see to the north here. Well, to the north, you see a grassy plain, at least the beginning of one. Of course, suspended on an island floating in the nothingness, but it looks rather pleasant, with a gate that might be very familiar to Hirundor. Not the specific kind of gate, but the design seems very much like something you would find in Sterlinghold. It is currently closed, although that really doesn't mean much as there's no actual fence next to it. It is perhaps during this observation that the noises well, there's no check needed anymore. They are coming, and they will be here in basically 2 rounds worth of movement. 2 rounds worth of actions, even.
Double move! Run!
Yeah,
The
okay.
double move, you could basically move 60.
Double move could basically move 60, huh?
So 120
So this gap
can
isn't
move.
that big.